Hello everybody, welcome to the complete season 1 of Stadium Spotlight, and I want to take this time to thank y'all for all the support for the series. It would not be possible without y'all, from watching the video to submitting your stadiums. I just want to say thank you, and in some of the stadiums that I've done videos on have become my favorite, so I just want to thank y'all so much for that, and I can't wait to see what's in store for MLB the Show 22, which comes out Friday if you buy the like the $85 version, whatever. So I can't wait to start making more videos in this series for next game. Hope y'all are excited as well. And yeah, here is a complete season 1 of Stadium Spotlight. Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new series I'm going to be doing called Stadium Reviews. And basically this series I'm just going to go over custom stadiums in MLB the Show, just to show them off, you know. So if there's a map or a stadium that you want me to review of your own or someone else's, put in the comments the username and the name of the stadium, and then maybe next episode I'll look at it. The first episode is my custom stadium. If y'all don't know, there's like a stadium called the Prison that has like elevation of 9999, and so basically what I did is downloaded that map, took all the buildings down below, and I made my own stadium. And there's 2 different versions of my stadium. I have one that is competitive, and then this one was mainly for like Road to the Show, just so I can hit bombs. But I have a screenshot right now of my other stadium, so if you're looking for like a competitive one, then you know where to look. But I might also try to make this one a competitive one, so you can play like online with it if y'all are interested. But I just want to go over the stadium itself and just show you like all the unique areas of the map. So first off, I had to do like a wall right here. I don't know, I thought this looked pretty cool. I wanted a high wall, but they need to add like the green monster or something like that to the game. Hopefully next game they add more, you know, unique things from actual MLB stadiums. So like the Crawford boxes, the wall of progressive Fenway, the green monster. Maybe they'll add that in next game, but as of right now we have to like use like green brick buildings to make a wall. And so this is three layers, and I got the scoreboards on it, got this one as well hanging, and then center field, I had this as the Citizens Bank Park batter's eye, but it was like I couldn't fit things close enough, so I had to change it to Petco Parks. And then you got the walkway from Pittsburgh, and then you can barely see it, but I added the slide from Milwaukee right there. And then obviously I have the buildings in left center from St. Louis. I added 2 of them just because I wanted, this was blank over here, and I just wanted to add like, you know, act like something was there. So I just added a second half of the stadium, or not the stadium, this building. Sorry, and then some of it's hiding in the stands. So got an elevator going up and down this area. Added one right here, and then I added a pool from Arizona, and then I added these waterfalls. I wish there was a way where I could you can do the waterfalls from Kansas City. I wish there was a way you can rotate it to where like you can actually see it, and it's not like, I don't know, like rotate it up and down, something like that. I don't know. But I don't know if you can see it, but I have 2 waterfalls connected to each other. So yeah, another elevator. Got some tiki huts. I made this elevated, like they're just floating, so that, like if you're batting, then you can actually see it. And then I added King Kong. It's not actually King Kong, it's just a gorilla, but that's what I like to call him, King Kong. And then I got the treehouse, looking cool. And the bridge makes for like a really cool walkway. I don't know, I thought it looked cool, but alright, that's pretty much it for the outfield. I added a big Jumbotron in center field that's hovering. There's nothing behind here, just like concrete. And then there's so many like indoor stadiums that use this building to make it seem like it's indoors. It's not perfect, but I think it does the job. and then all these buildings above me that from the prison that was already in here. I used it just because it makes it look like an indoor stadium, blocks the sun. And then sometimes like I would edit it, and then some of these buildings right here, because I'm using this concrete building. I don't know if you can go outside. Yeah. Dang, it looks so weird. I'm not even like come outside. So I use these buildings to block the sunlight, but I had to use like a crap ton of them. And then like sometimes like a little thing of sun would be coming through, and it'd be blinding these fans over here. So I had to like go back and change it. Yeah, seats all around, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this stadium. Nothing else unique, but I'm gonna show y'all from the outside what it looks like. Just like a humongous freaking hotel, but the stadium inside. I think this is my favorite stadium just because I created it, and I don't know. I really hope next season they add domes, like actual domes, so you don't have to like put a bunch of buildings up to block the sun. I'm gonna have gameplay at the end of me playing. I know if y'all watch my 500 foot compilation, which is, if you haven't watched it, click the eye on the top right corner, and that's what I use for this stadium, just because you got so much area over here, the ball can travel. So that's the only reason why there's two different versions, because every time I would hit like a 500 foot bomb in the OG stadium, it would just hit the stands. It would cut down its distance, and sometimes I'll hit a ball into the third deck over here, and it'll count like as a 323 bomb. So distance are like, it's not exact obviously, but I'll meet you when I load up the actual competitive stadium. Alright, so here is the competitive stadium. Has preset walls. I don't know how far they are. 320 down the line. And this one is also 320. And then the center field, it is 400 and 403. That's, no, 404 is the longest distance up in this corner. So, yep, see, you can see the stands in right field. This building, I didn't feel like pushing all these buildings back over here, so I just made like one rotate. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this stadium. Everything else is the same except for like the gorilla and stuff like that. Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Stadium Spotlight. This series we're going around looking at different created stadiums created by people in the community. And so the one we're looking at today is MGM Park here in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is one of the more professional looking stadiums that I've played at. I honestly might like this one more than my own, but it really gives off the Vegas feel. It feels like it's in the middle of the strip. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a tour of the stadium. So if you like this series and you want more, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone. Thank you for the support for the last episode. And yeah, I'm really motivated to make some more. As of right now, this series can come out every Wednesday, but if it does grow, I might expand to like maybe every Monday, Wednesday, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't know. We'll see, depending on how y'all react to the series. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a tour of the stadium. This stadium seats 37,000 people. And here is the behind home plate look. See, mine, all my stands are probably like are uneven, stuff like that. I just kind of just put them there, but I don't know who created this. I'll put that in the description and put the name of the stadium in the description so you can find the stadium. But they really took the time to even out all the stands, makes it look really professional. Added some concessions down here. Here's the bottom bowl. And then we got a bunch of buildings. This one's stacked. Got this one over here with some more concessions over here. Double decker right here with the Las Vegas Eagles. I guess that's the name of the creator's custom team. I really like the use of the scoreboard here. Makes it really, I really like this. Got a bunch of palm trees to give, you know, a relaxing feel. Here's the view of the bottom deck, the upper deck, and then moving on, dude. I don't know. I don't know why, but I love when they have these kind of seats that just like Kind of look like it's just sitting there, like hanging there, coming out from the stadium or from the building. So we got 2 decks right here, and then we got some a pool area over here, relaxing area, diner area, got a pool, got some seats, got some picnic tables, and yeah, I love this area. It's not my favorite part of the stadium, but I mean, I really love it. Got some more palm trees, got a statue right there, more palm trees, got San Diego's batter's eye, really goes good with the feel of the stadium. Got a jumbotron in center field, and then got this humongous building. Honestly, it kind of looks like a casino, so it goes really well with the stadium. And then we're going over to left field. I'm gonna start over here. Got some seats. This one has 3 decks. If you wait till the end of the episode, you'll see me hitting my only ball into the 3rd deck. Was over 500 feet. One of my favorite home runs I've ever hit. I don't know if people have favorite home runs they've hit in the game, but that's probably one of my favorite. Moving over, really love the use of the batter's eye from Minnesota. Really doesn't look like it at first, but if you look closely, you definitely tell. The overhanging balcony right here, got Indian Grand Porch. Love this area. Probably this is my favorite part of the stadium. Just this porch area. I don't know why I didn't add that to my stadium, but yeah. This series also gives people ideas for making their own stadiums, because I like going around and looking at the vault and being like, that's a cool thing, I might add that to my stadium. And then moving over to the last area, got some seats over here, got some patio seats, picnic seats, and you got more palm trees to finish it off. And you might be standing at home plate, you only see like these buildings, but he added a bunch of other hotels and stuff like that behind it. So I'll take you out and around the stadium. So this is the view from center field. Above center field, there's a bird's eye view of the stadium. And I forgot to mention the distances down the line. So 330 down the line in right field, 300 to left field, and then 403 to dead center field, with 404 being the furthest distance in the park. And then here's a view from top of the stadium. Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of Stadium Spotlight. In this series we look at unique stadiums in MLB the Show 21. And so this stadium we're going to be looking at today is the Electric Factory in Bradenton, Florida, created by Big Mama Swag. Information will be in the description for you to find the stadium. And yeah, I played on this stadium a little bit. Really love it. It's one of those like half open stadiums. Gives the illusion that it is a retractable roof, which I like. Hopefully next game they'll add like retractable roofs and stuff like that. And so the distances in the corners, it is 345 to right, 330 to left, and 403 to dead center field. And 404 is the furthest distance over here in this corner. The walls were shorter when I first downloaded the stadium, but I went ahead and changed it to where the walls were like right in front of the stands, as you can see. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead with the tour. This is behind home plate view. We're gonna start in right field, so we got 3 levels right here. We're gonna move over to the left of the stands and right. We got a pool, got some patio seats over here. Then we got the sign for the Bradenton Bolts, the name of the team that plays here. See, I thought he came in here and put these things in individually, but it already comes in like that. 6 buildings put on top of each other, and then right below it we got some picnic tables. got some scoreboards, and then we got some more buildings down here. Condos. And move over to the batter's eye. We got the Angel Hill batter's eye. More picnic tables over here. And then we got stands up here with the scoreboard right below it. More concessions over here. Got an escalator going up to the third deck. Got the Jumbotron on the left, and it's standing on more concession stands. And then down below we got more seats. I just skip past this part right here. Probably the best unique part. Really love the steps. I don't know. I just like that. Left field we got 3 levels like right field, and we got a scoreboard on the third deck. More advertisements, and it got palm trees at the top. The first iteration didn't have palm trees, but I think it added it in later. So we got palm trees up there, and then we got the retractable roof over here, and I guess the railing system that pushes the retractable roof is standing on these pillars right here. The fan tower. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the inside. I'm going to be wrapping around the outside to show you what it looks like. And here's the view from center field, from inside the stadium, and then this is the view from outside the stadium. This is the view from behind home plate, from outside the stadium. Here's a view from the upper deck. And here is the bird's eye view of the stadium. Alright fellas, so here is the online gameplay of the stadium in action. And I adjusted the altitude to the max. Even when pushing the fences back, hitting home runs is pretty easy in this stadium. As you'll see, this game was, I think, 9-8, I believe, was the final score. And okay, the first 2 home runs were like, okay, you know, that's reasonable. But you'll see, like, me and my opponent hit some like terrible balls that end up going over the fence. So if you're gonna play at this altitude, push the fences back. You might have to adjust that, but keep the altitude where it is when you download it from Big Mama Swag. Keep it at its altitude. See that early swing? This ball goes 419 feet. That would be like a line drive to right fielder. I don't know how that got out, but it did. And here's some angles to the home runs. I hope y'all enjoyed the views. I like some of the views are kind of hard to get. Like you'll see at the end, it was a lefty Hoppo Taco that. I don't know, those are kind of hard to get angles on, so I just kind of had to, I felt like I found the best position that I had, so, yeah. And then I hit some absolute tanks. I think you just saw JT Realmuto's bomb, like 491, and then Rhys Hoskins has another one, I think, early on in the video. That's like 489, I believe. See, that home run should not have gone out. That was a high pop-up. Caught anywhere else. Maybe gets out at Minute Maid with the Crawford boxes. But with the altitude, yeah, I don't think that's getting out anywhere. But this one is. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. That one was a freaking bomb. I was hoping one of them would have been 500 feet, so I have to go back and find my 500-foot bombs for the stadium. But I mean, I'm fine with it. 489 is pretty long. All right, this is the one. Max Muncy, Oppo Taco. I think he ran out of the pitchers because you literally have to switch every 3 batters, like the minimum. You have to change a reliever because your PCI on All-Star gets humongous. And with this altitude, it's just like anything's a home run. So he had Duke Snider out, and I grounded into a double play facing him because he throws slow. I wasn't. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 4 of Stadium Spotlight. This is a show where we look at different and unique stadiums in MLB the Show. And today we are on the Death Star right outside the planet Endor. This stadium was submitted by Boston Pride 34. He commented on episode 2, and so I went ahead and looked at his stadiums, and I thought this one looked pretty cool, so I'll give you a tour of it. This stadium seats 45,000 people. The fences are 330 down the left field line, 409 to dead center field, with 410 being the furthest distance, and then we got 330 down the right field line as well. So with that, let's go ahead and start the tour. This is the behind home plate view. And we got some seats up here. Really like this, honestly. Usually there aren't any, designs behind home plate since you don't never see it. But he went ahead and put some seats up here, which I really like. Got a UFO over here. Got a Jumbotron over here. And we're going to start with right field. So we got 3 decks. We got this one right here. Nothing special. Got the second deck, which is a little pushed back. And it goes behind the third deck. And almost behind the first deck. And then we got the third deck, which is protected by a futuristic wall with some stands right here and a boardwalk. And as you come to center field, we got the batter's eye with 2 satellites on each side of it. And then we got more suites. We got 4 UFO motherships right above the batter's eye, and right below it is where the stands kind of connect. And left field is basically the same as right field. The only difference between left and right field is Jumbotron right here. We got a gymnasium right here, and on this side we have a bunch of rings surrounding this Jumbotron. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the tour, and I'll show y'all the outside of it. And here's a view from above center field. Here's a view from above home plate. And here's a bird's eye view of the field. Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of Stadium Spotlight. This is a show where we look at different and unique stadiums in MLB the Show 21. And today we're at London Stadium, not in London, but in Waco, Texas. I found this one just going around the vault, and I thought it looked pretty unique. I thought it was gonna be kind of like a replica of the stadium that he played at the London series, but not really. I'll have a picture on the screen now, but honestly still love how the stadium looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a tour. If you like the series, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so that I know to make more videos in this series. And they just released the cover athlete for MLB the Show 22. I might make a video on that, but if you haven't, just look it up. So I'm excited for the new game, but right now we're going to be taking a tour of the stadium. So first thing, this stadium seats 49,000 people, 300 down the left field line, 300 down the right field line, 403 to dead center field, with 404 being the furthest distance. And then I'm going to give you all a look of behind home plate. Real quick before we move on to right field, I love the open area right behind home plate. I don't think any MLB stadium has that. If they do, make sure to tell me. But you got some concessions down here and some picnic tables. Really like the feel of this one, not just stands right behind home plate. So thought that was unique. Thought that was cool. So, and we got scoreboard right here and an escalator right here. And another scoreboard. So, right field has a couple unique things. First off, we got the giant glove from Oracle Park. And right behind it, we got the batting cage. And we got some seats right here that start to decline in number the further you go down the fence line. Get a huge Jumbotron that definitely not going to get hit at all. Advertisements surrounding it. But one building that's not a hotel is this one right here, which is a modern office that gives kind of a like a patio feel right here. So 2 decks right there. Then we got the back pole tarp as the batter's eye. And we got a statue right there. And then we got the entrance for the stadium right here. Probably not the only entrance, but that's the only one I found. So that's pretty much it for right field and center field. I'll come back to right field to show you one more thing, but I'll do that at the end. It kind of has the pushed back decks, kind of like Globe Life Field. Nothing hangs over or anything, it's just the first deck with a scoreboard right here, which isn't visible on the playing field. Got some space separating defense and the stands. And then it does have a second and third deck with some concessions sandwiched in between. I don't know where these people get their concessions. Maybe there's one underneath the stands. We got some suites wrapped around. I hope in the next game that they add bullpens outside of the field, because I feel like every single Creative Stadium has this. I mean, it does. No MLB field has that anymore, so maybe next game they'll add bullpens, you know. And then moving on, we have a Jumbotron at each corner of the open roof with some advertisements hanging down. And then one thing that it uses to give it more of a stadium feel is that he uses the Jumbotron, the back of the Jumbotron to kind of close up the gaps between the hotel and the roof, which I like. I think it gives a nice stadium feel to it. And so now I'm going to show y'all the outside of the stadium. One thing I want to show you from the outside is that each entrance has the section that it leads to, which honestly I think is pretty cool. Here's a parking lot from the outside, and there is a tiny field out here. So, and each seat right here is individually placed. So, and here's the view from above home plate. Here's a view from center field. And here's a bird's eye view of the stadium. Hello everybody, welcome to episode 6 of Stadium Spotlight. This is a show where we look at different and unique stadiums in the show 21. And today we're in Oakland at the Oakland Ballpark at Jack London Square. So I think this is just a recreation of the concept art for the new Oakland Stadium, potential new Oakland Stadium. And it caught my eye. It's beautiful, so I was like, hey, why not make a review on it? So here we are. If you like this video and this series, make sure to like and sub. That way it'll show me that y'all enjoy this series and I'll keep making them. Thank y'all for the support so far. And yeah, let's get on with the tour. This stadium seats 46,330 down the left field line, 403 to dead center field, with 404 being the furthest distance, and 315 down the right field line. This is the view from behind home plate. The stadium uses this building right here, a bunch, curved shopping strip, and there are 2 gymnasiums on top of the stadium with it surrounded by grass or a hill. So we got some buildings coming out of the ground, and we got some suites over here, seats coming out of the building with some seats below it. The stadium has 6 decks. Yeah, that's right, 6 decks. So this is the first, second deck, third and fourth, and then 5th and 6th. So we got another building here with seats coming out of it. You can start seeing the climb of these buildings wrapping around. Another building with more seats kind of wrapping. These are more like suites. We have the big screen. We have a waterfall down here surrounded by trees. Batter's eye is the San Diego batter's eye. And as we come to the top, you see the grass starting to pop up and these buildings starting to create a spiral effect, kind of. Advertisements on top of the hills. Let's move over to left field. So left field has 3 decks. So here's the first deck. Got a Jumbotron. Got the strikeout counter with the scores from around the league with a smaller scoreboard. As we come to the second deck and the third deck, and then we got the gymnasium at the top. We have one more building looking upon the field. This kind of looks like the suites at Progressive Field. Also forgot to show you the 2 batting cages in right field in this empty area. So if you make this game, you can delete these and add more seats, but it just will cover up this building. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I'll show you all the outside of it. Here's a view from center field. Here's a view from behind home plate. And here's a bird's eye view of the stadium. Hello everybody, welcome to episode 7 of Stadium Spotlight. This is a show where we look at different and unique stadiums in MLB the Show 21. Today we are at Chase Field, the future home of the D-backs, not their current stadium, here in Phoenix, Arizona. And this stadium was created by Tristan Orley, or by his online ID, DarkWolf0077. Tristan, I apologize if I pronounce your last name wrong, but this is probably one of the better looking stadiums that I've reviewed. So if you like the series, make sure to like and sub. Let's get right into the tour. So this stadium seats 52,000 people. Left field line is 340, right field is 330, and to dead center field it is 415, with 417 being the furthest distance on the field in left center field. And this is the view of behind home plate. So we're going to start in right field. The second and third deck barely poke into fair territory, so it's pretty easy to hit it into the second deck. I don't know how far hitting it to the third deck is. That's probably 500 feet. So the first level we have some seats up against the fence, and then we got these kind of like table seats, kind of like at SunTrust in right field. We got a concourse right at the top, and as we move over to the left, we got some more seats that wrap to right center field, and then we got this kind of club area with this open fence right here. And then we got some suites right here. Above the suites, we got some picnic tables, and we got a wiffle ball field. I forgot to show the Jumbotron, and then the, I guess, the party area in this building right here. So in center field, we got San Diego's batter's eye, some concourse area behind it, and then we have a second story concourse area with the escalator going up to the wiffle ball field, some scoreboards, and well, I didn't even notice this, but this looked like those kind of ribbons for like opening day. But this is the back side of the scoreboard, so that's pretty cool. I didn't even realize that. With some concessions, we got a huge Jumbotron in left center field, and then just like the OG Chase Field, we got the pool, but it's not in right center field, it is into left center field. 2 levels of standing room, and this wraps around to the left side and connects to left field. We'll go over there in a second. This is the bullpen, and I really hope in the next game they add actual bullpens in the outfield and not just like on the field bullpens. And we got 2 levels, and right above it we have some hanging seats right above the walkway. And as we go over to left field, we got the red monster, not as tall as the green monster, still pretty tall. We got some seats that are going on top of it, kind of like the Crawford boxes. And we got a restaurant right behind the seats. Hope I didn't miss anything, but that's pretty much it. We got some more advertisements. And then one more thing is that if you come over to the roof, there's just seats over here, so people just people staring at the nothing. So I think that's gonna wrap it up for the inside. So let's go ahead and look at the outside. So here's a view from center field. Here's a view from behind home plate. And here's a bird's eye view of the stadium. Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 8 of Stadium Spotlight. This is a show where we look at different and unique stadiums in the show 21. And today we're at Q2 Stadium in Austin, Texas. And this stadium was created by Sir Blake Meyer, or by his online ID, Lord Meyer 7. That'll be in the description so you can find the stadium. If you like the series, make sure to like and sub. And if you have your own stadium that you want me to look at, make sure to put your online ID and the name of the stadium in the comments. Let's go ahead and get on with the tour. This stadium seats 45,000 people, Down the left field and right field line, it is 300. And into dead center field, it is 403, with 404 being the furthest distance. So here's a view of behind home plate. And behind home plate has two Jumbotron. So let's go ahead and look at right field. There's a bunch to look at here. So we'll start off with the bottom. So we have two waterfalls with a party deck right in the middle, 2 levels. And we got some palm trees surrounding this area. And we have some archways towards the back with some seats sticking out of each arch. We got a sandwich shop right here, and we got some barbecue over there. And this level right here sits right above the waterfall. And we got some rocks. Got a small scoreboard with the big Jumbotron right on top. And then we have kind of a like an office area. It's the modern university hall, but it kind of looks like an office, kind of like the building in left field at Minute Maid. That's what it reminds me of. And there's some train tracks on top of this. So as we move over to right center field, we get some more advertisements. We got the Philly Batter's Eye here in center field. We got some wooden seats in this empty area. 2 waterfalls on each side of the Batter's Eye with some rocks. Got a huge scoreboard in center field with some speakers up on top of the scoreboard. We got another archway here in the back with some more advertisements on it. So here's left field. We got 2 levels with scoreboards in front and behind this first level. And we got kind of like some more suites right here. And then we have a huge seating area that kind of reminds me of like right field at the Angel Stadium. That's what it reminds me of. And then at the top we got some more concessions, and we got the home run party deck, or we got the home run deck with some more advertisements on top of it. And we have some buildings behind these stands to kind of like enclose the stadium. Real quick, I'm going to show you all the outside of the stadium. So here's a view from center field. Here's a view from behind home plate. And here's a bird's eye view. Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of Stadium Spotlight. This is a show where we look at different and unique stadiums in the show 21. And today we're at Atlantic City in New Jersey. And this stadium was created by Sal Bundy, or by his online ID, Sweat Farb. If you like the series, make sure to like and sub. And yeah, let's get right into the tour. This stadium seats 20,000 people. It is 300 down the right field and left field line. I don't know why I looked at the opposite way. Into dead center field, it's 403, with the furthest distance being 404. And so yeah, let's go ahead and take a look behind home plate. A couple things I want to point out behind home plate is the skyscraper. You got some concessions down below as well. And we got a escalator going up to the second deck. And we got a Jumbotron over there. So, and one more thing I want to point out. Sometimes stadiums have like these gaps between, you know, the field and the stands. And I really like how he put plants here to make it look like there is an actual purpose of the gap. Because I know some people can't control it and stuff like that. And let's move on to right field. So we got a huge open area with a fountain right in the middle of it, and some seating areas surrounding it. And then we got a huge riverboat, and then towards the back we got some escalators going up to the stands, and we got some concessions. And then to the left of the riverboat there is some stands that go pretty deep, and we got some pools over here. A couple palm trees right here, got the US flag, and then we got the San Diego Batter's Eye. And the most obvious thing of the stadium is the pier. And this thing stretches so much further than I thought it did. And then I'm sorry if I don't get these 2 numbers. Can you please tell us in the comments what they mean, or if you want to. And then as we move over to left field, we got a wall basically just covering up this gap. I didn't think it was possible to upload a stadium to the vault like this, but the roller coaster, the track hangs over the wall and it's on the field. Honestly, that's pretty cool. And one more thing, before I take y'all on the tour of the outside of the stadium. He really put in some detail of the backdrop. The parking garage over here connects to the bridges over there, and it got a "Welcome to Atlantic City" sign, which no one's going to be able to see when they're playing. And then we have a scoreboard on top of the hotel, so that is pretty cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a tour of the outside. Here's a view from center field. Here's a view from behind home plate. And here's a bird's eye. Hello everybody, welcome to episode 10 of Stadium Spotlight. This is a show where we look at different and unique stadiums in the show 21. And today we are at Land Run Park in Oklahoma City. And this stadium was created by Todd Ward, or by his online ID, Sooner1 Magic 2008. So if you like this series, make sure to like and sub. I can't wait to start this series in the show 22, which is a little bit less than a month away. So if you like the series, make sure to like and sub, and let's get right into the tour. This stadium seats 36,000 people. Down the left field line is 307, down the right field line is 308, and to dead center field is 405, which is the area code of Oklahoma City. And he mentioned in the comments that the distances for some of these fences is reference to statistics for famous Oklahoma players, and the one that he mentioned in a comment was this one right here, which is 363, which is the total career wins for Warren Spahn. So that's pretty interesting. If you see any other distances and you know that they're tied to something, make sure to comment below, because I'm not the smartest with MLB. So this is what it looks like behind home plate. So we got an open area right here, and we got some buildings basically giving some foundation to the seats. Moving over to right field, we got a building basically acting like the wall in right field, which I like. Got 2 layers of seats coming out with a chunk of seats up on top, and then on top of all these buildings you have a concourse area with some concessions and a scoreboard. So the more we go to the left, we got more buildings holding up stands, and we got 3 decks of seats with a scoreboard at the bottom and the railway the very top of the railway right here. Got a brick building right there. Here's the view of right field. Going over to center field, we got Land Run Park, Oklahoma City, spelled out with a wagon around the middle and American flag. And we got a windmill right there. And this is the railway with the train on top. Got a brick bow design and a tree and some concessions. And we got a huge scoreboard right there. Moving over to left center field, we got 2 layers of seats going up towards the concourse area. We got a walkway, which I think connects to the parking garage out there, which I'll show y'all in a second. And then right here on the wall, we have 3 names of Hall of Famers, or one of them should be a Hall of Famer. We got Mickey Mantle, Warren Spahn, which I mentioned earlier, and Johnny Bench. And we got the Hall of Fame sign right below it. We got a glove, we got another tower. These connect to the buildings from St. Louis. Down here by the line, we got a pool, and we got some seats for it. And then they added seats to the building, which I can't believe they don't have when you actually put down the building. So, and we got a huge scoreboard right above them with a tree and some open areas. And here's a view of left field. So that's pretty much it for the inside. So let's go take a tour of the outside. And then one thing I forgot to mention, down here by the concession stands, we have some entrances. Using archways as entrances, I honestly really like that. And then we got some buildings, like I mentioned, the parking garage out here, which connects to the walkway right there. And we got some more buildings out here, basically using them as entrances. So here's a view from behind home plate. Here's a view from center field. And here is a bird's eye view.